Hello friends, and welcome to my channel, This Fantastic Life. For those of you who are new here, my name is Brian and I'm your host. I'm a 55-year-old college professor who teaches full-time during the academic year and then has my summers off to adventure in my camper van. I bought this 2018 Dodge Promaster conversion van in April of 2019 with about 13,000 miles on it and already fully built out for $40,000. In this episode, we're going to talk to you about some of the trips we've taken and the modifications we made in the van, and I'll give you a tour. So the gentleman from whom I bought the van was a retiree in his late 60s, and he built the van out along with his brother in order to fish the lower 48 states. However, he encountered some health problems and had to cut that short and was forced to sell the van early. So I got it a good bargain, and I want to show you some pictures of the way the original configuration was. It was set up for him, and he had in the back a raised bed with a garage underneath, and then he had a dresser that was hand built and a recliner that he sat in the opening of the sliding door so he could look out over the lake. A couple of modifications we made outside is we installed this WeBoost antenna to boost our cell phone signal. And I also have these solar powered motion lights, 2 on each side of the van, that are just mounted by magnets, so you can remove them and bring them inside. Just put them out at nighttime when you're parked stationary. It provides a little bit of security lighting, or if you're out and about after dark and you just want to see or grab your footing before you get in the van, it'll shine some light on there. And we also installed these roaming running boards on each side to help you get in and out of the van. Let's have a look around inside. So as I mentioned, the van was already built out when we purchased it. All the cabinetry was already in place. And there was a raised bed in the back. And a kitchenette here. Only there was a different faucet there, and it was a hand pump instead of an electrical powered pump. There's a 2-burner propane stove. Install the microwave, have our dishes there, and then here's the electrical system. This is a Yeti 1000, so it's fed by 2 100-volt solar panels on the roof. Those come in with the red cord on the right. You can also charge it from shore power on the left, and it has 12 volt as well as 4 USB ports and 2 AC plugs. For indoor lighting, we have these LED strips that go across the width of the van, and then I also installed some fairy lights along the perimeter. And underneath the cabinets here, the shelves, we have some touch lights that are just battery operated. Different puck lights. So one of the first modifications we made was to install nice faucet with a pull-out hose and an electric pump, a 5-gallon water tank of fresh water and 5-gallon gray tank, fire extinguisher, dust pan, etc. underneath here. Push button operation. Turn on the setting. You can also use it in spray mode. It's also very convenient because the cord pulls out, and so you can go outside the side of the van and take a low-flow shower. So here's the top part of our kitchenette with our sink and our 2-burner propane stove. Propane tank is located in the back in the garage. The
just have a little place for soap and sponge to do the dishes, a Purell dispenser, a paper towel dispenser that ratchets so that it doesn't unroll while you're driving down the road, and an outdoor-indoor thermometer. And then here we have 6 different magnetically mounted spices in this little metal containers here. So let me show you our fridge. This is a Dometic fridge. This is high efficiency, runs off of 12 volt or AC. So typically we're charging this off of our car battery through our cigarette lighter while driving down the road. And overnight when camped out, we charge it off the Yeti using 12 volt. You can control it with Bluetooth on your phone. You can either use both sides or just one side, fridge or freezer, or both fridge, both freezer. You can control the actual temperature using your Bluetooth phone. It's very efficient and it doesn't run the battery down too much overnight. Another neat feature which we installed is this flip-up table here. Gives us a little bit extra counter space when preparing meals or doing the dishes, and it just flips down out of the way when you're not in use. One of the reasons we like this van is because of its kind of stealth exterior. Other than the fantastic fan vent and the mounted WeBoost antenna, it just looks like an ordinary work truck. So you can park it up in a city on some residential street and not have anyone bother you. With only one window in the back, which you can cover with reflectors, it helps to keep the heat in the winter and the hot out in the summer. Good insulation. The reflectix simply mounts to the window with some magnets. We also have a custom cut screen so that we can keep the door open, and we mount that with Velcro to keep the bugs out. So above the cab, this is where we store some camera gear. My drone is in here, some selfie sticks, etc. Wash towels, dish towels, cleaning towels, socks, linens, Mexican blanket. We have this privacy curtain and that closes at night to keep it dark in here. We also have the internal antenna for our WeBoost. The WeBoost is a cell phone booster. Standard cab comes installed with a satellite radio. We also have Garmin GPS, cell phone charger. Plug our Dometic refrigerator into the cigarette lighter while we're driving to charge it up. Keep our pepper spray handy. Our manuals, we have stickers for the YouTube channel and a van journal. This beautiful dream catcher is our latest addition to the van. This was received as a gift yesterday from one of my former students, Renee Turnian, who is part Native American, and it's an authentic dream catcher. She can tell you a little bit about it.
On one side, you will have a white base, and that represents your mother's side. And then on the other side, you have 2 black beads to represent your father's side. And then together in the middle, your mom and dad sit together to also protect your children.
Underneath the driver's seat and the front of the cab, we have an inflator that you can use to inflate your tires, and it runs off the cigarette lighter. I also have my socket set, and under the passenger seat we have the jack and all the components to change the spare tire. Another one of the modifications we made was we installed swivel seats for both the driver's and passenger side seats. These will swivel 180 degrees around, so you have a little bit of space where it's facing into the living part of the van, where you can sit and have conversation or use the flip-up table to eat at the dining area. installed a Lagoon table mount here with a nice swivel table for doing computer work or eating while sitting on the bench. And this is just a poster size print of a photograph I took at Yosemite National Park, Half Dome from Glacier Point. I just took some molding from the attic and mounted it around the outside of the poster to make it look like it was framed. I also have two small little prints over here to the left of Mount Rainier that were done by one of my former students. So at nighttime, the bench just folds out on a piano hinge to make a second twin-size bed. Put the couch cushions on the side there, and take the quilt, put it on top, and we're ready to go to bed. Also serves as couch mode during the daytime. I can sit here and look out the side window, or have the slider door open, get a nice breeze in there, and do some work. Sitting on this as a couch, just relax and have a good time. So let's show you what's in some of the cabinets. So this first cabinet here, we just have our flip-flops and tablecloth, some swimming gear, etc. Second cabinet is for our medicines. Third cabinet over here, we have 4 containers. Two of them are toiletries if we're going to take a shower. One for my wife, one for me. And one of these just has all our charging cords and extra battery packs, etc. And the third one is just extra toiletries. In the back here, we have wipes and small pressure cuff. Trash bags, gloves, and in the back we have some MREs that came along with the van. On the other side, our first cabinet here has our utensils and cookingware, some extra spices. Second one is our tool drawer. The third one is entertainment, speakers, duct tape, extra batteries, cards, etc. And the one all the way in the back is canned goods. We're also equipped with an over-the-air television set. You can also plug our computer in there and watch movies. There's a thin antenna that you can just slide out the back door and lay on the roof and see if you can get any over-the-air channels. So the extended bed is also one of our latest additions, so that we can sleep together in the raised bed in the back. So this extends the original twin-size bed out into a double. So all we have is we just have a board here that's mounted on both sides on a ledge, and then in the middle is supported by the shelving units. And then we have a custom-made cushion here. I bought a memory foam mattress on Amazon and then used a turkey knife to cut it in half to size, and then my wife upholstered it herself. So you can also remove the mattress and just use this board as added counter space. So if you need to do some work prepping your meals or what have you, just have a little extra counter space there. Another option is to remove the shelving and put it at a lower setting across the 2 seats, and then put the cushion on top of that, so we now have an L-shaped lounge area. And one final configuration is to take the board out entirely and just use the 2 seats on either side and this slide out table to eat opposite each other or to sit there and do some computer work. Under one seat we just have some more cleaning materials, extra paper towels, laundry detergent, and extra cookware. The other seat, which we're going to use for our laundry pile mostly, we have a portable rechargeable backing. Now let's show you the back of the van and the garage, so to speak. So on one side we just have our raincoats, extension cord, and some hanging clothes. On the other side, the Camelback, some shopping bags, and a little day pack. And underneath in the garage, we have our hiking poles, a propane container. Jessica has her mountain bike in here and her helmet. This is our toilet. It's just a bucket toilet. It has a seat with a lid. And right now we have another smaller bucket in there, storing some lighter fluid and shower equipment. Have a lot of drinking water, and in the back there, I've got 4 more 5-gallon containers of fresh water, sleeping bag, backpack here with all of our equipment inside, headlamps, thin mattress pad, and lightweight sleeping bag. Got some extra shoes here, first aid kit, TRX straps, some charcoal, our poop shovel, 2 camp chairs, an axe, and a machete. Well, that's it for our Vantour 2022. Got the van all packed and ready to go for 39 days in the Southwest. If you liked this video, please consider subscribing to our channel for more content and follow our adventures.